Hi guys. Oh, well, here comes my part 2. Okay, so this is my book part 2, and as you saw, my book fell. But if you saw part 1, I went to a bookstore. They were going out of business. I had credit there, so I just had to use up my credit, and all the books were already like 75% off. So some of these books are brand new, but some of them I just grabbed because I've read the authors before, and yeah, they sounded pretty good or something along those lines. I read the back covers, I think, of all of them. So yeah, as I pick up all my books. So these ones are by J.R. Ward. So I read about half of this series, the Black Dagger Brotherhood, a few years ago now. It was last year. So yeah, not this year. It was 2018. And I was having fun with them. And then I got stuck on one of them, and it's one of these I have, Love or Avenged. So, and then this one I think is the next one, Love or Mine, maybe. Sorry if you're a huge Black Dagger Brotherhood fan. And this one I think is later on, and it's one of the newest ones. So there's like 5 or 6 books in between these. I read 7 of the books, and yeah, I think there's like 14 or 15 books. It's a lot. It is a paranormal, steamy romance reads. They're really fun. I like the Black Dagger Brotherhood. I think it's a really cool series. I think it's fun. So, they're a bit longer though than like True Blood or Sookie Stackhouse, because they came in like books like this, but they weren't as small of print. And oh, they do tell the stories of like the evil side, and I don't really read that part. I skipped that part. Anyways, this one is about, I know this one because I've started it a few different times and just didn't get into it. But this one is about the guy who like runs the bar. They all go to this bar all the time, or end up in this bar at some point in one of the books. And there's a guy that runs a bar, and I didn't really know what he was. I just knew he wasn't fully human. And in this book, I kind of found, maybe I found out earlier what he was, but yeah. So yeah, that's what this one's about. I'm not sure who this one's about. I don't remember. Oh, this is about John. So he's a littler. He was one of the younger ones. He was not as old. And well, I don't know who this is about. So I don't know if I met that character. And so those were those ones. And then I think one of them was a new book. This one was a new book, so it was more recently, must have been put out. The other ones I picked up were by Lindsay Sands, The Highlander Promise and The Highlander Takes a Bride. This one, the new book, I think I have not read. I read like 3 in this series, and they were really fun, steamy Scottish reads. This one, I didn't get the other ones because I don't remember if they had them, but this one had my favorite character in it. She's a girl, and she's like, she's not dressed pretty like this in the story. She's like kind of wild, and she has these brothers that let her be wild, and she's kind of raised by like kind of craziness. So she stands up for herself. She's a very strong woman. And so yeah, this one I think was my favorite of the 3 I read, and then this one I haven't read, and they were really fun little Scottish romance books. So yeah, I just went ahead and picked up those as well. And then I got 3 other Debbie McCumber books. I'm so sorry if I don't know how to pronounce her name. But these 2 are new books, and so these 2 were brand new books. This one is Looking for a Hero, and this is Just Between Friends. So this is about 2 different women who find their perfect like hero match. Like the first one I believe is like a young girl, like a wedding planner or something, so she's all really romantic. The guy is not into it. I think he's a divorce attorney. And then the second one is about a girl who writes about heroes, and then yeah, she finally meets one in real life. So this is like a 2-person story. Sounded interesting and different to the typical romance novel. And then this one is Between Friends. This one is about friendship, which is fine. And this is about, yeah, the course of friendship and how you kind of like lose connection with them, and then when life comes around and you kind of rejoin up. And then this one's Alaskan Skies. So the other book I got was in the part 1 series, and it was an Alaska set, and I had read Alaskan Holiday. It's like the only book I've read by her, and I really liked the story and everything, and I liked her writing, but I didn't like that I didn't get to see a romance, and I like things set in Alaska. So I picked up 2 other Alaska books. One was in the other one because it was hardback, and then this one is the first volume of Midnight Suns volume, which is fun. that it's a first in a volume, because I hardly ever do that with romance authors. And this one's called Alaskan Sky. So these are two men who are looking for a little bit of love. So this is like another 2-part story, which that's already fun. And they live in Alaska. These two girls show up, you know, the end of the story. This one, Mary Kay Andrews, usually, maybe she does do mass paperbacks, but usually her books are really big, like Beach Town was a really big book. Really great author here though. Christmas Bliss, a novel. I think this is like a shorter novel for her too as well, because usually her books are pretty thick. About a girl who's getting married. She gets pushed into going, I think, to New York during the holidays or something. And some things change, it says. So that's pretty fun. It sounds good, and it sounds like a really good short story. This one is called Lone Rider by Lindsay McKenna. I think I've read something by her recently. I can't remember. This is about a combat veteran with PTSD. And so yeah, that's why I picked it up. I just told you I really like military stories. Sorry, the FedEx guy is outside. It's nothing to do with this haul. The next 3 are by Lisa Kelpass, and I've never read any of hers. But this one had a really cute cover. It says Brown Eyed Girl. And so I think that's why I picked it up. But so this girl is a wedding planner, I think, has trouble with commitment. The boy does not. His name is Joe. Yeah. Why are there so many wedding planners? And then the other 2 by her, I think, are historical romances, where that one is not a historical romance. And then, did I read something by her? I might have read something by her recently on an audiobook. Maybe not. So this is about a girl who's just like coming into wealth, and then it's about like a guy who's really wealthy who doesn't like want to live that life anymore. And so definitely historical as well. And then this guy has built an empire, and I think this girl is more of a traditionalist than this one. So you got to break the rules there a little bit, or some of your rules. This one is by Karen Marie Mourning, and it's Dream Fever. And I saw the recommendation for these novels like on somebody else's on YouTube's, and I had rented the book at the time, but this is the newest one in the series. I think it's number 3 or 4. I'm not sure. It was recommended by Charlene Harris. I know it is a romance, paranormal romance, which there's not many of those. This one is about like Fae World, which is really fun, and I'm so excited for Holly Black's new series, or last in this. I don't know if it's the last in her series or not. This one's by Christina Daw, Just the Way You Are, and about a young girl who like her family like up and her parents disappeared, and her carefree teenage life like disappears with it, and she becomes like. And then yeah, she gets a job. 7 years go by, and this guy hires her for service, and he's really wealthy. And yeah, I think it's kind of a banterish novel from the way you kind of read the back, which I do like bantering romance novels. And then the very last one is Kristen Higgins' Good Luck with That. I've just heard about this novel from several people, and I didn't even know it was sold in mass paperback, so that's pretty cool, and I hope it's really good. And it's got such a cute cover. I really like the bubbles, and it's like purpley blue bubbles, which is really fun. Emerson, so this one is about Emerson, Georgina, and Marley. They've all been best friends since weight loss camp as teens, and then Emerson tragically passes away, and she leaves a final wish for her best friends to conquer fears they still carry as adults. For each of them, that means something different. So that sounds really, really good. Good luck with that. I get it now. And yeah, I've heard good things about this book, so when I saw it there, I was like, yes, I'm gonna pick up that one. And hopefully it's a really good book. But those are all the books I picked up in October. It is a ton of books. I put my hands on both of my hardback, trade paperback, and my mass paperback pile here. But yeah, it was really fun filming this. There was a lot of books, and I'm so sad though that the bookstore, like, where am I gonna go now to find used books? I don't know. Barnes & Noble needs to sell used books or something. I don't really know. But I will see you guys in the next one. If you guys liked this haul, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!